Most men don't realize they're holding the keys to their own cage. They know something is wrong. They feel stuck. They see the pattern, but they believe the lock is somewhere else. Someone did this to them. Something broke them. The past won't let go. The problem is too strong. And because they believe that, they stay exactly where they are. Here is what actually happens. You create the problem. You maintain the problem. And you are the only one who can eliminate the problem. That's not cruelty. That's power. If your problems were truly caused by other people, by circumstances, by things outside your control, you would be helpless. You would have to wait for the world to fix itself. You would have to beg for mercy from forces that don't care whether you improve or collapse. But the world isn't going to get better. Your childhood isn't going to unhappen. The people who wronged you aren't going to apologize. Thank God the problem is you, because you can do something about you. Most men externalize. They point outward. They build a case for why they're stuck, why they're angry, why they can't move. The case is detailed. It sounds convincing, and it locks them in place. Externalizing responsibility makes you powerless. If you didn't cause it, you can't solve it. If the answer is out there, you will never find it. Strength begins when you stop waiting for someone else to fix what only you can fix. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most problems aren't even real. They're maintained illusions. The past doesn't exist in the present. It has no weight, no hands, no breath. You have to reconstruct it, moment by moment, to feel its pressure. Anxiety works the same way. You imagine disaster. You rehearse failure. You live through pain that hasn't happened and may never happen. One disaster imagined 100 times is 100 disasters endured. But only one might occur. And if it does occur, imagining it beforehand didn't reduce the pain. It just doubled it. The mind is powerful. It can create suffering from nothing. That same power can be redirected. The brain does two things well. It asks questions. It answers questions. When you try to solve a huge, shapeless problem all at once, the mind seizes. It can't process the whole thing. It feels overwhelming, so it shuts down. But when you break it into focused pieces, the mind responds. Ask yourself, one thing I could do today to improve this would be? The answer comes. Ask again. Another answer comes. You don't solve the problem in one move. You solve it in steps. Small, clear, repeatable steps. The brain isn't built for grand transformations. It's built for focused action. Give it something concrete, and it will deliver. Now here's the part most men resist. Each time you let the problem defeat you, your brain draws a conclusion. The problem is strong. You are weak. It doesn't matter if the problem is small. What matters is the interpretation. Your mind gives meaning to every event, and if you lose, it marks that down. The next time, the problem feels bigger. You feel smaller. This is how men get crushed under the weight of things that shouldn't crush them. not because the problem grew, because the belief shifted. The reverse is also true. Every time you beat the problem, even slightly, your brain notices. It recalculates. It says, "We made progress. This person is stronger than we thought. The problem is weaker than it seemed." One small victory doesn't end the fight, but it shifts the interpretation. And interpretation decides everything. This is why arguing for your weakness is poison. Men do this without realizing. "I've tried, it never works. You don't understand how bad this is. Every time I fight this, I lose." They're not lying. They believe it. But belief in the problem protects the problem. Belief in yourself starves it. You are not required to believe in your strength before you act. You act first. Small, concrete, deliberate. Then belief follows. Strength isn't assumed. It's built. One decision at a time. The problem wants you to believe it's a tiger, massive, unstoppable, dangerous. But it's a paper tiger. You can crumple it, but only if you stop defending its power. Here's the truth that most men avoid. You caused this. You're maintaining this. You can end this. Not because you're broken, because you're capable. The past shaped you. It does not own you. Anxiety is a rehearsal, not a reality. Depression is a habit, not a sentence. You are the one imagining the disaster. You are the one replaying the wound. You are the one holding the weight, which means you are the one who can set it down. Not all at once, not perfectly, but deliberately. Start small. Ask the question. Fill in the answer. Take this step. Then take the next one. The problem will resist. That's what problems do. But every time you move forward, the problem weakens. And you strengthen. Not because you believed first, because you acted first. You are not your problem. You are the one capable of solving it. That's the difference. Carry forward what serves. Leave the rest on the ground. That's how you walk out.